All eyes are on Iran's nuclear program, but Iran is busy in other ways throughout the Middle East, ways that are increasingly dangerous to America and its allies. What too many ignore about the Islamic Republic of Iran is that the regime's foreign policy is rooted in a revolutionary ideology. Its aim is not only to expand its influence throughout the Middle East, it is also to undermine the U.S. global order. When you think about Iranian foreign policy, think of it the way they do, a new Persian empire. How do we fight that? Successfully unraveling Iran's soft power strategy, because that's really our best shot at curbing Iran's dangerous aims in the Middle East. Syria is indispensable to Iran's interests in the Middle East. Bashar al-Assad is the regime's sole trustworthy Arab ally. And that's one of the reasons why we've seen Iran invest so much, not just financially, but militarily, with Revolutionary Guard Corps and ground troops inside Syria. For the United States, there really is no silver bullet in Syria, and there are fewer and fewer options, but there are still things that we could be doing on the ground to undermine Iranian strategy in Syria. Lebanon should be a key battleground for U.S.-Iranian competition. By all accounts, Iran is winning in Lebanon and the U.S. is losing. Iran's proxy Hezbollah dominates the Lebanese government. They control southern Lebanon entirely. Revolutionary Guard Corps forces train on Lebanese soil, and Lebanon is going to be a very important replacement for Syria. What the Iranians are doing with Hezbollah in providing aid and assistance to the historically poor Shiite population is something we could be doing. It's something that with our aid programs, we could be replacing Hezbollah. They're demanding a quid pro quo for every ounce of help they give the Shiites. We could give that help without demanding any quo. Iraq is also critical to Iranian objectives. The net result of a hasty U.S. withdrawal and the White House's total indifference to Iraqi political progress has meant that Iraqi Prime Minister Maliki is increasingly under Iran's thumb. Iran and Iraq recently signed a bilateral defense agreement. Iranian weapons are being shipped to Bashar al-Assad over Iraqi airspace, and there's growing sectarian violence in Iraq between Sunni and Shiites. The challenge for the United States is that designing a competitive strategy in Iraq, as Fred Kagan writes in our report, really would require a complete reversal of the current U.S. approach. At the end of the day, the United States has to figure out what our goal is in the Middle East. Is it to provide charity, or is it to beat Iran? Advancing U.S. interests in a safe and a prosperous and an independent Middle East demands a better strategy. We believe in economic competition. What's happened to political competition? What's happened to the global battle of ideas? We seem to have abdicated any and all responsibilities in that part of the world.